After some 10 years of living in Korea, one foreign resident has gone from discovering Korean food to making his own kimchi and creating unique ramyeon recipes, a true lover of K-food. Through his social media and YouTube channel, he introduces the flavors and charm of Korean cuisine to audiences around the world. So how has a decade of living in Korea changed his palate and his life? We're now joined in the studio by Polish influencer Matthew Nowicz. Welcome, Matthew.
Hello, Matthew.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 저는 폴란드에서 온 이제 한국살이 11년 차 한식 사랑하는 매튜라고 합니다. 반갑습니다.
Oh, wow.
Hello, I'm Matthew from Poland. I live in Korea for already 11 years. And I love Korean food.
Okay, perfect Korean and perfect English, probably perfect Polish, but
the least.
Okay, so as you said, you've been here in Korea now around 11 years already. So tell us what brought you to Korea in the first place?
So the first time I came here, I was like around 16 years old. I was scouted by the foreign model agency from here. Like I was a model in the Polish model agency, but suddenly they put my profile on the website, and then the Korean agency just, we want to bring him to Korea. So that's how my journey started.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So that time, actually, I never thought I would live in Korea, like ever, because I was playing like this and that other stuff. But suddenly it became like that. And it's been already 11 years.
Wow, fascinating. And I do realize that you have a number of different social media accounts. So on one account, I do see you modeling, and then on the other account, you usually have contents on K-food. And as we're going to focus on K-food today, let me ask you, what was the first Korean dish you ever tried when you arrived in Korea? Or actually, have you even tried Korean food before in Poland?
So the first time I arrived here, I think I tried. It was like I just came up from the plane, and I was very hungry, so I just ran into the convenience store, and I think the first thing like Korean, not like a dish, it was just like a snack. It was like the samgakgimbap with the tuna inside and mayo, and then the next when I got the proper meal. It was, I think, the Korean barbecue.
Wow,
like samgyeopsal with kimchi and the thing we all like, right?
Those were like really super great choices.
Yes.
Arriving at the
Very
airport
Korean,
and
right?
having a samgakgimbap, like that's one of the best, K
Especially
snacks that you have.
the tuna mayo one.
Exactly. So did you know about that before?
I didn't know, but I like to try new things. I'm not very scary. I'm not very aware of that. And I remember, I'm not sure, guys, if you remember, like the triangle, the coffee milk thing.
Of
course.
Even they always cut it on the top with scissors. I think that was the first thing after I arrived in Korea, and then the next day was Korean barbecue.
Okay, it brings up a lot of memories.
Yeah.
I liked those as well.
Yeah, and I haven't eaten samgakgimbap in a long time, so maybe I should after the show. But talking about food, now, are there any similarities between Korean food and Polish food? Like maybe if it comes to like savory taste, umami tastes, etc., etc. What feels most similar and what feels more different?
I feel Polish food and Korean food are very alike. Because like in Korea, you have like mandu, right? Which is dumpling. And then if you go to Poland, we have pierogi and in many different kinds. And then we have kind of similar thing like donkasu. Which is like just a pork cutlet, right? Or we have a lot of food like fermented food, like we do the sauerkraut, as you know, right?
Yes, sauerkraut, also a favorite in Germany.
Actually, kind of like baked kimchi, like the white kimchi kind of thing. So I wasn't very like aware of Korean food. It's just the thing, the seasoning is different. Like in Korea, they use a lot of gochugaru and gochujang and all the kind of like soy sauces and stuff. But I was fine. I was fine, and I very like it from the first time.
When you go back to Poland, what's the very first thing that you like to eat?
I think in Poland, like actually my mom is a chef.
Oh wow,
Wow.
Fantastic.
So I grew up in the like like the food in my like back home, it was always like good and delicious and with good products. But like the thing I go back to Poland, I always eat my grandma's dumpling, and then my mom, she makes like kind of a like a steak with minced meat, and then aside there's like mashed potato and the beet salad, which is like kind of stir fried.
Okay.
I think that's the first dish.
Oh, okay, sounds delicious. But let's go back to Korean food now,
Right.
and let's talk about ramyeon, because I heard you've got a special affection for ramyeon. And what do you think makes Korean ramyeon so special?
Cause like actually like it's very easy to make, right? It's
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 minutes, and then the price is good, and it can be like a meal or like just like a snack, and then you can make like or like variety of recipes for that, like whatever you like you can put in ramen. If you like eggs or like garlic, you can just put in it, or like if you like napa cabbage, you can just put in it and make it different styles. So it's very like flexible kind of product. So
Right.
Talking about ramen and continuing with this theme, you also cook. So what's one favorite ramen recipe you may have cooked or tried that you would maybe recommend?
I have tried like many recipes, but I think the simple is the best. But kind of like I made before, like you cook noodles and then you bring the noodles out from the boiling water, and then you kind of do like you beat eggs and you do like a coating, so it stops the cooking process of noodles, so it doesn't get too soft. And then you add the minced garlic to the soup, and then you pour it over the noodles. So
Oh,
it tastes very good.
I don't think I've tried that before.
It's very, how do you call this in Korea? Like 쫄깃해. 면이 쫄깃하고
Very chewy.
되게
Yeah.
Right. And I recently watched one of your tteokbokki videos, which is, of course, a combination of ramyeon and tteokbokki. And after watching that, my menu on that day was tteokbokki. That's how much of influence you're bringing to your viewers.
Well, talking about that, actually, you regularly upload cooking content. Which dish that you've made has received the strongest response from viewers?
Before it was kimchi mandu,
Okay.
but last month, I think, a month ago, I did like the chokpa kimchi, the green onion kimchi, right? And it, like I never thought like people would like it so much, but it was like the views were crazy, and then like many different like all the comments and like the sharing between each other, like I was very glad.
And when it comes to Korean food, we cannot leave out kimchi. So how was your first ever kimchi experience? And I think you mentioned that in Poland, you also eat fermented foods like sauerkraut, for instance. So yeah, how was your first kimchi experience? And do you have any recommendations, like pairing recommendations with kimchi?
My first kimchi experience, it was like when I first time came to Korea. It's been like 14 years now. I just tried, it was very like, I just went to some like kimbap place, and then they have like the self-part kimchi, and it was like, oh, it feels like kind of refreshing, but at the same time it's like a bit spicy. And then like the sourness, it was like very familiar with the Polish back kimchi, kind of like sauerkraut. So I thought it's very nice, like the side dish, right? Which these days when I cook, I just like we can use it as a main. So, but like for the pairing, like kimchi pairing, I think like for the fresh one, bossam, like the boiled pork, it's very good. So.
One of the best combinations.
Or if you wanna make it, like if you wanna cook it, you can go to the samgyeopsal restaurant, like the Korean barbecue, and then just fry it together with samgyeopsal. So it tastes really good.
Also a very good
Right.
recommendation as well.
Just for clarification, so you've been living in Korea for around 11 years, but 14 years ago was your first time in Korea?
So as I said before, it was my first time when I got scouted by the model agency, right? But I was 16 that time, 17 maybe. So I just came here for like 2 months, and then I left for school.
Oh, I see.
That's right, you're still young.
Okay,
I was
got
a
it.
baby.
And how did your palate take to the spiciness of Korean food? Like, are Polish people used to spicy food?
I think in Poland our dishes are more like spiciness with like the black pepper, but here in Korea it's kind of sweet and spicy at the same time. So it depends. Like I think it depends on the person who makes it. Like sometimes it's very red, but it doesn't mean it has to be spicy, right? And sometimes it's not that red, but it's spicy. It's like you have, like we have here in Korea, like we use 청양고추. Like we have many like the flavors of spiciness. So I just choose what I like, I think.
And finally, Matthew, if there would be another K-food content that you would like to try out, what would that be?
I'm gonna keep on doing like kimchi, different kind of kimchi. So I wanna make like 열무 kimchi and 물 kimchi. Like we have like, I think in Korea they have like 400 kinds of kimchi for now.
That's a lot of videos.
Yeah.
You want to try out all of them?
Yeah, but I think it would be cool to make that like the kimchi series because I'm 외국인, I'm foreign, I'm from Western countries, so it's like it's kind of fun to watch, right? Can be.
You're probably a big influence to all those viewers outside who want to try out K-food. So we're looking very much forward to your future content. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so
Matthew.
much. It was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, Walter, as always. We're going to have you back here pretty soon.
See you soon.